we really pivoted in quite a few different ways. So one of the things we actually did was actually go into digital programming as well. And we basically tried to do our first live stream for cloud clubbing, we called it. And we basically live streamed our DJs downstairs. And this was just before Circuit Breaker. So that was really our first jump into it. And after that, we kind of pivoted really into digital live streaming to more like a 360 portfolio. So we actually, throughout the week during Circuit Breaker, we actually did DJ interviews, we did fitness classes, we did master classes for cocktails. This really happened the entire week. So we really wanted to engage the community in a really strong way, make sure that they were top of mind, during this Circuit Breaker time. We thought, why don't we try and change one of our existing concepts into a restaurant? And so that happened kind of quite early on as well during Circuit Breaker. So we tried to look at the licensing, and actually everything worked out well because Redtail, which is our bar downstairs, actually has a restaurant license. So we were able to extend that into Capital, and then basically we're able to kind of make this into a restaurant as well, and it's proved extremely popular. I think, we were always preparing in phase 2 that restaurants were going to open first. All in all, I think the whole process was about 5 to 6 weeks. The other way we actually did was also utilizing the space downstairs. So downstairs we actually have a partnership with the Zouk Group, where we actually turned into a live streaming studio. So we have a lot of amazing, AVL effects, sound effects, and they used it basically both the concepts downstairs to basically live stream a lot of their products. It's been very instrumental in actually pushing us even further ahead because we weren't going to go into digital, probably in the next 3 or 4 years. So we actually kind of looked at other revenue streams as well, such as like bottle cocktails, which actually will prove to be very popular as well. We looked into merchandise. So everything we have now is on Zouk Shop. So you can actually kind of get clothing, you can get kind of masks, you can get, food all on the Zouk Shop. And so this is also part of our plan in the future as well to become this lifestyle portfolio. But I think the pandemic really made us go into digital in a very, very fast way. And all these other things in terms of restaurant as well. This is actually our first restaurant concept ourselves, right? And we were actually thinking of doing it in the future as well, but this thing made it go so much faster. Definitely, you can't compare restaurant revenue to nightlife revenue, unfortunately. I think, coupled with the fact that you have to kind of finish alcohol sales at 10:30, which is obviously is quite tough. But all in all, I think, the main goal here is really to protect the livelihoods of the staff. I think the hardest thing is really going to be the perception from the guests, right? I mean, they want to come back to the space which is safe. I think, before a vaccine comes out, I think there's still going to be some, hesitation actually entering into social space with so many different people. But as you can see, I mean, people do want to go out. I think for long term, I definitely feel that, clubbing is here to stay. The mandate from the government really is for nightlife to kind of adapt and pivot during this time. So we've got all these ideas that we want to kind of share with you right now, but unfortunately we're still looking for, the approvals and stuff from the government. But yeah, just be excited. I think, we can definitely kind of think outside the box, as you can see, and we really want to kind of like show more concepts, during this time before nightlife can open. In all honesty, I think the government has gone above and beyond, anything that I expect. For them to be open-minded on these new strategies that we're coming out with. I mean, obviously we're not, asking to come back into a nightlife so soon, but I think we're going to try to pivot into different kind of concepts. And if they're open for that, I think that would be really supportive from them.